All right, family, we're in the house. We're in the house. General already on fire. Just came from over to the General Seti's page, dropping the science on the founding pharaohs of ancient Egypt, Narma and the Scorpion King. This is a power pack day, a power pack Friday. The General got a triple header going into the color spectrum of cosmic consciousness. We're dealing with blackness today. We're dealing from an Egyptian African perspective, and I'm not going to even say, I'm dealing with an Egyptian because many of our African people have adopted European perspective, and I got to tell on you. I got to get on you. You understand what I'm saying? Because the crackatosis is a hidden crackatosis, and I got to pull back the veil today. So come on in and let's get to work. Okay, let's get to work. Let me get my information on out here. What my black to say? What my black? Let me get my black. Hold on, family. Hold on. What my black? Here we go. Comb the shade, because I don't want nobody peeking in on me. They hear this nigga in here teaching like he coming from the Great Pyramid. Me and Pharaoh gonna be on the General Seti page right after this. I want y'all ass in the house because we're gonna be getting on DJ Vladimir, the blood-sucking vampire that got enough nerve to open up his mouth on Dr. Satan. So I'm sick of it. You niggas get these beasts a platform and they get so comfortable with you Negroes because they know you ain't digging in their chest like you supposed to. But I ain't got no love for you, motherfucker. You didn't open up and talking about Dr. Sebi wasn't no real doctor. Bitch, we was healing before you beasts even crawled out the cave. We don't need no European validation to do shit. Y'all had European validation living up in Europe with rats and shit, got Black Death and all that. The Africans had to go up there and damn near set Europe on fire to clean y'all motherfuckers up. So we don't want to hear nothing about no European who the most sickly and most diseased individuals on the planet. Okay? And so today, then that's why we had to deal with this color spectrum, because there's no way that you can see, we cannot see the world the same. Matter of fact, let me get my monitor. Get my monitor. Let me get my monitor. What up, Pata? I know you're in the house, baby. It's gonna be hot today. I'm gonna need you. All my moderators, I'm gonna need you, especially when we get over to Vladimir. They're gonna be trying to do all type of wickedness. So we need our moderators to most definitely show no mercy on these motherfuckers today. Show no mercy. Show no mercy. So, all right. Now, again, as we deal with the color spectrum, you know what I'm saying? When you go into most, these so-called Caucasoid, and even the damn, black is used as a symbol of death and used as a negative symbol. You understand what I'm saying? And so over the hundreds of years of being programmed by these Europeans long before you even know a true definition, you got a negative aspect. That's what you call self-hate. You understand what I'm saying? And they have programmed this sickness deep down into our minds. Okay. Matter of fact, since we ain't got that much, we got that much time before, we get on over to the heavy. And I'm not cutting nothing short. I'm not cutting nothing short today. You know what I'm saying? Let me get the slides up so we make sure that it's full of the information we need to see today. And like I said, we're going to be dealing with all the colors. And we're going to be dealing with them heavy. Okay, we're going to be dealing with them heavy. So I want y'all in the house. I don't want you to skip nothing. Like, you better not skip class. God damn it, because I'm going to send them black power truant officers after y'all niggas. Goddamn it, anybody caught on the goddamn street and then supposed to be in class, nigga, we hauling your ass in. Flat out. We hauling your ass in. Putting them black power truancy officers out there on you niggas. Let's go on and get it. Let's go on and get it, family. Now, we got to understand right there. Let's come in getting right to the point. Okay, almost 99% of the mass of the human body is made up of 6 elements: oxygen, carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, calcium, and phosphorus. Okay? Now, what's key about that everything on the planet that's living, do you understand that? Matter of fact, I got it in here. Where is that at? Where is that at? I got it in there. Carbon-based. That ain't it. That ain't it. But I have some information that I wanted to but what it boils down to is that everything living on the planet is a carbon-based creation. Okay, nothing is living on this planet without carbon. Even melanin comes from carbon. You understand what I'm saying? So when we talk about black means death, you got these sick niggas called the Moors talking about, according to science, black mean. I said, well, goddamn, what kind of science you got, nigga? What kind of science you got? Because everything living on the planet, I don't care what it is, if it's living, it's a carbon-based creation. It's a carbon-based element, okay? If it's living, okay? So I don't want nobody to come here and tell me that no black means no damn death when we can prove that everything living is a carbon-based creation. So when we talk about Ptah, okay, we're talking about something greater than just even carbon. We're talking about black matter, because in ancient Egypt, Ptah was the creator god. He was the god that created the other gods. Okay, Khnum was the god that created humans, but Ptah was the black primordial. So when we talking about black, one of the words we must establish is primordial. Before time. When you're talking about the attributes of blackness, before time, before creation, you understand? Before anything, there was blackness. So we're talking about, even today, that when you talk about the universe, that almost 90% of the universe is black matter, and dark energy. What you see out there, the planets, the stars, the sun, and all of that, that's only 5% of the universe. 5%. And the other 95% is black energy and black matter. So our African ancestors of the Nile Valley, and that's why Ptah was always shown in darkness. Even when you go to Abu Simbel and you see you go into the Holy of Holies, and every year on 2 days, I think it's the spring equinox and what am I saying? Not the spring, I don't know if it's the summer solstice. I think it's the summer solstice, and it might be the winter solstice. I don't know which one it is. You understand what I'm saying? But it hits on those 2 days. And it's 4 gods in the Holy of Holies. You got Ramesses, you got Amen, you got Heru, and you got Ptah. The only statue that the light don't shine on is Ptah. You know why? Because he's the primordial god of blackness. Okay, now a lot of people, when they see Osiris black, they will try to say, oh, that means death. That's not a damn lie, because I can show you many other deities, such as the god Men, who has an erect phallus, who is the god of fertility and also resurrection. You understand? Re-erection. So that don't mean no damn death. And I can show you many other gods that this is the highest form of the divinity. Because when a deity is shown as black, that is showing that the deity is primordial. Okay, we're dealing with this today. So these is actual statues. These are nothing that's made up. And so when you see, again, when you see this statue, and we just said that 95% of the universe is black matter and black energy, and 5% is what you see when you look at this statue in a statistical mathematical correlation. You can see that the gold around the eyes and the eyebrow and what's in the beard represents the 5%. It represents the 5% of that which you can see, because the gold represents the sun. Anytime you see the gold in ancient, especially in correlation with black, it's symbolic of the sun. You're going to see Tutankhamun. Wait a minute, let me show you. Riding on the back of the Black Panther. There you go, right here. You see? So when you see him as gold, you see he's symbolic of the sun at this time. You see what I'm saying? And the Black Panther is symbolic of the universe. Okay, and so if you see Ra moving on the ark through the universe, traveling through the body of Nu, symbolic of the sun being underneath the ground, because it's the sun has set. You know what I'm saying? The sun is set, so he's traveling through darkness at this time. You understand? He's traveling through the body of Nu. Okay, so when you see black and gold, you see, usually that's symbolic of night and day. Okay, that's symbolic of night and day. Not no damn, no evilness or none of that. We got to wake up today. It's a lot of Africans that's teaching that dumb shit too. Okay, and so you see Osiris, you see Ptah, and you also, this is Amen. This is Amen. The great god Amen is also shown as black. And you can see that another aspect of Amen, which is men. And we just talked about, if you were just on the other page, when you talk about the first capital of Egypt being what? Memphis. And one of the earliest kings being what? Mena. He was named after what? In veneration of the great god Men. Now let me show you men. You see men right here. You see what I'm saying? You see men right here. You see what an erect phallus. You see, that's another aspect of Amen. And this is the god of fertility and resurrection. He's also a god of resurrection, because the resurrection is re-erection. So you see that, just like the black soil of the earth, when you put that seed down in the black soil, then what do you get? You get resurrection of vegetation. You get resurrection of fruits and vegetables and life. When spring comes, you get the resurrection of life and the resurrection of the planet when you do this. But you plant that seed down in the black soil. And just like the universe being the womb of Nu, you understand, creation came up out of the darkness, out of the blackness of the universe. Okay, so when we talk about blackness, it's also symbolic of what? The womb. It's also symbolic of the womb. So we're talking primordial. We're talking about that which is most ancient. We're also talking about the cosmic womb of the universe. The womb is also symbolic of blackness, which is divine. And you see also there Bastet. Bastet is also one of those deities that is always shown as black the majority of the time. Now we understand that God is the all in all. So there'll be many times where the deity is shown black, blue, green, and because the creator is the all in all. But the highest form of resurrection is blackness. The highest form of divinity is blackness. So when it's shown, when the deity is shown in his primordial and most elevated state, it will always be shown in blackness. And you see right here, Geb as the earth, because what you do, you plant that seed down in the earth, in the blackness of the earth. And you see right here, you see who? This is Tut. This is Tutankhamun. Now, a lot of people say that means you see his left foot forward. That's his Ka statue. That means this is what he looked like when he was alive. Okay? When you dead, if you look at, say, for instance, mummification, you look at the mummification, you'll see Ptah many times mummified. You'll see Osiris mummified. The legs will be together. You won't have one leg in front of the other. Anytime you see the left foot forward, this means this was a representation of what the man looked like when he was alive. Okay, so the Ka is an exact replica of what the man or the woman looked like when they was on the planet Earth. And so he's reached divinity. He's a god now. He's not just he's a god now. He's reached divinity. He's reached the state of Osiris. Okay, he's one with Osiris at this time. Let me come up out of it. Oh yeah, I could keep going. I could keep going. And so you see another one of the deities that's all is the Kepera. Is symbolically shown as black. Even here you see the Wajet, okay, or the Naga that's shown in black and in divinity. You understand what I'm saying? So when you talking about the highest state of divinity in ancient Egypt, you're talking blackness, even though you got a green Osiris, even though you got the blue Osiris. And we're going to get into that. Those are still shades of divinity. All of the shades of divinity. And you understand what I'm saying? And when we understand it from the cosmic connection, we'll understand that those are all shades of divinity, but the highest shade of divinity is blackness. And that's why I started with blackness. And so here you see, even in India, you know, where the Naga Kushites came from the Nile Valley, went over there and set up what you call India, before the Hindu Kush, which in its correct term is the Naga Kushite. The Naga Kushite, which established Angkor Wat, which established what they call ancient Japan, ancient China, ancient India, all through the South Pacific. And you see what? You see the green Buddha, and you see the black Buddha. Okay, just like you see the green Osa and the black Osa. And see, that's no different than when you see the green plant coming through the black soil. You understand? That's a symbolic of regeneration, okay? Not death, because you're not going to get nothing in this world and without planting it, whether it's a plant, vegetation, or whatever it is. If it's a natural food, nigga, it got to come through the ground. That's it. It got to come through the black soil. So it's like when you see that black soil, I got some, let me show y'all. When y'all see this right here, you know, goddamn, it look like you could grow anything. You just drop a seed down in it, and it'll come up. You see what I'm saying? It's like this is what the blackness of Osiris represent. You understand? Just like you plant, you know, the creator planted the seed of life in the blackness, the black matter, the black energy of the universe. This is Ptah. This is Osiris. You understand what I'm saying? So we got to get out of it. And when motherfucking the Moors with their sick, silly ass say science, according to science, black means death. How is that so? And I'm showing you that can't nothing in this goddamn world, whether it's a natural food, come to us unless it come through the black, rich, fertile soil. And even when we're dealing with ancient Egypt and we understand the Nile River, we understand that every year that the silk, the black silk, fertilizes soil from Ethiopia, when the flood, it would come down in droves. That silk would come down with the water. And when the water receded, there will be mountains and mountains and mountains of that rich silk, that rich soil. Pharaoh in the house. Let me get with him. I'm on this video, Pharaoh. So as soon as I get through, I'm gonna get right with you, bro. Yes, sir. And so you see, and so when it comes to that rich soil, and so that's another reason why the blackness was also symbolic of divinity, because the Egyptians knew that their very life was predicated on the fact that the silt every year would come down, and once the flood would recede, then they would take the silt, the fertilizer, and that's where they would plant, and they would get, goddamn 4, 5, 6 goddamn harvests from this crop. So ain't no goddamn black mean no death, you dumbass nigga. You done been duped, nigga. The crackertosis is deep down in your goddamn brain and deep down in your soul, nigga. But we got the cure for you today. We got the cure for you today. That the silk, the fertilizer is black, okay? And everything in this universe, if it's breathing, if it's living on this planet, is a carbon-based creation. Food, which is blackness. So that's what Ptah is. That's what Asai is. You understand? So when you look out in the universe and you see what you can see is only 5%. Everything else, the 95 is the black energy in black matter. Okay? So how in the fuck people talking about black ain't no color? I'm sick of niggas saying black ain't no color. Bitch, I see black cars, bro. I went and got some Sharpies. Nigga, they got red Sharpie, they got black Sharpie, they got green Sharpie, they got blue Sharpie. Nigga, you can go get black paint, red paint. So why the fuck is this teaching that black is not a color? That's a goddamn, black is the essence of all colors. There would be no other colors if it wasn't for black. It's not vice versa, nigga. Goddamn, everything is an offshoot of blackness. Goddamn it, everything is an offshoot of blackness. When you're dealing with life force on this planet, okay? Let's deal with the facts today. Let's deal with the fact today, because even our ancestors shown that the sun, which gives light, I don't want to hear nothing about no spectrum. It wouldn't even be the goddamn sun. And even when we look at the sun, people don't understand that the surface of the sun is black. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I got that. Where is that at? God damn it. Wait a minute. I think it's down here. Yeah, I got all the colors. It's coming up. It's coming up. I don't want y'all to see too goddamn much. There you go. There you go. When you're looking at the surface of the sun, they already know. The Japanese that took x-rays of the sun. What y'all see as far as the light, the orange, the yellow, and those are gases on the outside and off the surface. It's not on the surface. Those are gases around the core of the sun. And the core of the surface of the sun is black. I want to talk to y'all. Look at that. Y'all better wake up to that. Motherfuckers talking about the sun. The sun come from blackness. The sun come from blackness. So when you look at what they call sunspots and shit, no, that's an area where, the gas has got a hole. You can look through the gas and you can see the actual surface of the sun. So the actual surface of the sun is black. Okay? You better wake up today. So when the ancestors show many times, the black hole that the cock is reborn through. You understand what I'm saying? When it comes into Amenta, even Anubis, when you talk about Anubis, you understand, was always depicted as black. Okay, this is the highest form of divinity. You see what I'm saying? And here it is. This is Tutankhamun. You see his skin, his natural skin. You see people say red. It's not red. It's a reddish. It's a brownish red. It's not red. Okay, it's a brown tinge of red. Okay, and I'm gonna show y'all that. I done this up here so motherfuckers can see that with they stupid ass. You know what I'm saying? That's not red. You understand? That's a brown with some red in it. You understand what I'm saying? That's a brown, but it's not red. So I'm tired of motherfuckers talking about they was red. They was not red. They were brown, nigga. God damn. Ain't no goddamn cracker gonna ever get that color. You understand? You will get red and get dead, but you ain't gonna get brown. I don't give a fuck what your ass gonna get red and you gonna get dead, but you not gonna get brown. Okay? So I'm sick of that shit. We dealing with the color spectrum today. And so you see right here, Tutankhamun, you understand what I'm saying? He's reached divinity. He's symbolically Osiris at this time. So they show his face to be black. Not that he's divine, he's reached divinity. He's now Osiris. Because you can see what he got in his hand. He got an ankh. That means life. Ain't got nothing to do with death. You see right there, the ankh is in his hand, which means he's giving life. He's giving life. That's resurrection. You see him right there, the crook and the flail. He's reached divinity. He's reached divinity. His face is black, but he's reached divinity. He's not dead. He's alive. He's the living Christ. He's the living resurrected Christ at this time, taking his Osiris, his place as Osiris. And you see right there, Ptah. You see Sekhmet. You see the other D as blue, symbolizing that they in heaven. This is symbolic of heaven. You understand? You can see even at the top. You see the stars at the top. That's heaven. That's heaven. They're in heaven. So he's reached a mentor and he's reached divinity. And you can see the ankh. You see Ptah right there. And you see that ankh is moving toward Tutankhamun, which means he's giving everlasting life. Ptah is giving everlasting life. You can see Sekhmet blessing him. You can see her hand is on his shoulder, blessing him and giving him eternal life. Let me keep it more. Another reference. And so it goes on and on. So there's many physical representations where they show that the king has reached divinity. He's no longer that he's reached divinity, and he's himself Osiris. He himself is Osiris. Okay, and then you can see the traditions of Buddha, of Krishna in the East. You understand what I'm saying? Of blackness. You see, so all the way around the world where the African Kushites travel and they color spectrum, the shades of divinity of our people was transferred everywhere on this planet. There is nowhere you could go where black meant death in the African world. And one thing I want to be clear, you do not see no white deities in Africa. Now, I'm going to get on some niggas as I move forward down this color spectrum. And I know I don't give a fuck. When you want to show up, show on up. I'm going to set your ass on fire. I'm going to be Ra on that day. And I'm gonna conjure up all the energy of Ra on that day. And I'm going to set your ass on fire, because you ought to be ashamed of yourself to be having white deities. And I'm talking about supposedly black religions. Okay? We talking about black religions. We black. This is the oldest religion on the earth, and your primordial goddess is a white goddess. Nigga, please. We got to come about this slavery mentality. So we understand that the black, we talked about melanin. We talk about melanin, and melanin is only the reflection of the black matter, the black energy of the universe in us. Okay, because we are connected to the sun, and we're also of the element of blackness. Okay, and so melanin is of carbon, and both melanin and carbon is of the cosmic black energy and black matter of the universe. We would not be here if it was not for the black matter, the black energy of the universe. Nothing would be here. God damn it, the little 5% of what you see, including yourself, is only 5% of the known universe. The rest of it is black matter and black energy. So carbon is of the black matter. Melanin is of carbon and the black matter. And you can see the essence of fertility and life in all essence of blackness. Okay, so when we dealing with melanin, we dealing with carbon. But you got to deal with carbon first. Carbon is what gives light, and melanin is an aspect of carbon. That's what melanin is. It's an aspect of carbon, because carbon is what gives life on this planet. And black matter is what gave life to the sun, because the sun came through the black hole, the womb of Goddess Nu. I want to talk to y'all today. So we deal with melanin, we deal with carbon, we deal with the black hole, which is the womb of the universe. We deal with the fertile soil, which you plant that seed, that you would not have no natural foods on this planet if it was not for that black soil that you put that seed down. You see what I'm saying? Even when you talk about, absorbing, that black absorb, and it does do that. It detoxes impurities. That's why when you get that charcoal, sometimes you have to take a charcoal. You understand what I'm saying? Along with your food, it bonds to the intoxicant in your body. So the charcoal or blackness, which is carbon. You understand what I'm saying? An aspect of carbon. Okay, when you set fire, you burn some of that carbon. So when you talk about charcoal, you talk about carbon. It's a detoxer. You put that shit down in your body and it pulls the intoxicant out of your body. Okay, and so when you put that blackness, you get that black candle, it pulls the negativity out when you're activated. Once your mind understands blackness, that's why when they see it, they hate it. You see what I'm saying? But see, they'll make you hate it, but they understand the relevance in it. That's why when you go into their church, they got the black Madonna. They give you the white Madonna, but you go into all the cathedrals of Europe and you see they got the black Madonna. You sitting up in there, the whole congregation black, and your ass got a white Madonna. That's why you see when the judge come in there, he could be white as snow, but what he got on the black robes. But they tell you black mean evil. No, black means prestige. It means prestigious. You understand what I'm saying? High rank. That's why when you get married, what you do? Traditionally, you put on a black tuxedo. Okay, then when you go into the martial arts, the highest belt that one can achieve is the black belt. Okay, when you talk about all the men of prestige around the world and women of prestige, what kind of limousine did they get in? They get in a black limousine. You understand what I'm saying? So you're talking about reverence and rank and prestige. They tell you it's black because they want you to hate yourself, but they themselves know the truth. God damn it, you got to wake up. Okay, you got to wake up. So we understand also that we talked about all of the deities that represent black. You know what I'm saying? We talk about all the deities, and we even talking about the melanin, but we don't talk about the substantia nigra, which is in the back. You know what I'm saying? The substantia nigra, which is also another center of blackness in the brain that is used to create movement, eyesight. You understand? It's responsible. That melanin cell is responsible for the major component of dopamine. You understand what I'm saying? That goes into movement. Is also affects addiction. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm also getting off into the fact that this is the area that they go in when they creating all these video games. See, they know that they color programming our people. The world, you understand, color programming. But when they put them video games, it hit heavy. It goes straight to the back, right here to the substantia nigra, where that dopamine comes, because it's an addictive goddamn thing. You understand? It's putting out the overdose of dopamine, where your ass is just addicted and if you continue to put out overloads of that dopamine, it becomes destructive to that part of the brain, and your ass could develop Parkinson's disease. So when you talk about Parkinson's disease, you got a deteriorative substantia nigra. You understand? You don't have the melanin back there. It's deteriorated. And so when that deteriorates, you get to shaking and shit, this, that, and the third, you lose your damn mind, this, that, and the third. So we understand that this melanin, that this carbon, that this fertile blackness, which is even in the soil, which is in black matter, black energy, is of the high. And this is what the Greeks in them call ambrosia. This is what they call ambrosia, the drink of the gods. You understand what I'm saying? And this is showing you your divine connection, because it's the sun that creates this rich, dark melanin to show you that you are chose of the creator. And when you understand that you chose, you got to also speak up for those that are cursed. Okay, if there's some chosen, there's some cursed. And so the solar divinity will always show you who's chose and who's cursed. And so we got to tell the truth. And when we establish that we the chose of God, for God is the sun, then we got to understand we got a divine responsibility. We pre-coded to rule on this planet and rule in this solar universe. Okay, and so if we got an oppressive, cursed individual with their foot on our neck, then it's our divine responsibility to overthrow this man, because it's unbecoming of the chose to allow something weaker than them. You understand what I'm saying? To rule over them. That's just real. That's just real. I don't give a goddamn what niggas. Let's be bitch. Let's not be friends. Let's do what the universe has chose, and whatever the universe has chose is what's best. Okay, we cannot overrule, and that's what's wrong with you motherfuckers. Too many of you motherfuckers overrule the universe and do sick shit. When you overrule the universe and you defy cosmic law and you defy universal law, nigga, you are what you call a freakazoid or a Franken nigga. You understand what I'm saying? You get to doing all type of sick shit that you know goddamn, and then come up with an excuse for it. Now, I'm not going to get off into none of that shit, but you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Y'all niggas get to freaking and doing all type of sick shit and doing all type of crazy shit because you're defying the laws of the cosmos. And so when you understand your definition within the cosmos is your divine responsibility to live up to that. You are of blackness. You are of the highest stage of divinity, the only stage. Then you'll see why you're green. Not because you're a goddamn reptile. We understand the reptilian understanding. Not just, you know what I'm saying, but it is because you are life. It boils down to the regeneration of life. Okay, many of you niggas going too far. Yes, but that's allegory, and we'll get off into that at a later date. But we don't want to go too deep when niggas don't understand the ultimate understanding of all the color spectrum. Okay, let me deal with it so I can get on over here, and we're going to get on this beast. We're going to get on this beast, and we're going to get back to blackness. You understand what I'm saying? I'll show you this right here, and then we'll get back to the blackness, because each time we deal with another color, then we'll get back to the preceding color. Tomorrow, I'm going to deal with green. And so you see right here, dark matter, dark energy. And the matter, we understand all the planets, comets, stars, galaxy, black holes, and more is just in the yellow aspect. So the damn near 95% of the universe is dark energy and dark matter, and that's all that goddamn matters. Okay, that's all that goddamn. And when you look at the melanin, you got to activate that. It ain't yes, you have all the mechanisms, but it's also the curriculum. It's also the program that you live to help you to explore, to help you to manage, to help you expand your system of divinity. Okay, that's activating your system. You can have a system and it not be activated, but you got to activate it through your walk, through your, the management of your curriculum and your physical system. That you living in the state of divinity, you living out that which the universe has pre-programmed for you to live. If you're living as a Christian, you're not fulfilling your destiny. If you're living as a mother, if you're living as a nigga that don't understand these is the beasts, that these are the cursed ones on the planet, and that's why they understand it better than you. That's why they attack you and your silly ass, taking the information from them, letting down your guard and not understanding who they truly are. You allow them to do it, but they know exactly who you are. They understand the cosmic law better than you. Okay, so it's time to give up all religion, and get back to blackness, understanding what your place in the universe is, and get to it. Get to it. Establish who you are, the rulers of the planet, and get to it. Whatever it takes for you to get back on your throne, because we keep saying we kings and queens. The only question I'm gonna ask you, nigga, where your throne? Because a king and a queen got a throne. Yes, we had the potential, and our history showed that we were once kings and queens, but the only king and queen I know of is sitting on the throne. Yes, we kings and queens, but where is our throne? That's our program for the day. That's our initiative of the day, to establish our motherfucking throne on this planet. So I'm about to get on over here to the General Seti. We'll get back on blackness tomorrow when I deal with green. We're going to hit it again. We're going to connect it to green, and we're going to connect all the other colors. And then once we had it, we can start deprogramming this sickness that these people's in putting in our head and stepping up off of them goddamn video games, because these is becoming the new tools of psycho-illusional warfare programming on the on this planet at this time. They talking about this shit, foresight, this goddamn this new video game. They say these kids is addicted. It's like it's even heavier than Hayron on the nigga. They say they addicted, and that's because they had this new psycho-illusional warfare programming that they putting down on our people. So once you understand the color spectrum and you understand the brain, you understand the Egyptian, African chakra system and what attacks it and how potent it is. And these people understand a lot about you that you don't understand about yourself. They can come in and program your ass and not even know you being programmed. And before you understand what's happening, if you ever understand what's happening, you already programmed, and it's so fucking addictive that you may not ever get up out of that programming in your life. So stay with me, family, because we're gonna be rocking this shit for the next week or two. Stay with the general. I want your ass to subscribe. If you ain't subscribed, nigga, you ain't live. Nigga, if you live, you gonna subscribe to the general, hit notification, so when you know I'm dropping this shit, and goddamn it, like it because you love it. Go over to the general Sarah, because me and Pharaoh about to get on Vladimir, the Yugoslavian fucking what that much snake oil selling ass Yugoslavian con man who had enough nerve to open up his mouth about the master teacher, grandmaster teacher, Dr. Seti. Get your ass on over there right now, because it's going down. All right, family. Let me put my face back into play. Let me put my face back into place. Let me put my face back into place. Woo! Woo! Man, I'm working out today, family. I'm working out today. So we supposed to be on right now. Let me get on over here, get Pharaoh. I'm not taking no goddamn breaks. And I ain't turning down for shit. They're going to say, God damn, this nigga said he took all this. It's going down, family. Going to put tie on my Django, if y'all out there, all my moderators, head your ass over there, because we need you, because they're going to be hot. It's going to get hot, and we're going to need y'all niggas to have no mercy. I mean that. Get your war mace, put on your crown, because it's going down. All right, family, this is the General Suten Seti. Arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black Pop.